Hello everyone, Terminator1234321 here, and today I'm finally getting to you guys the Star Wars Battlefront FPS test. Now keep in mind this is just for the beta. This is not for the official game, but I feel like it should be just about the same between the beta and the actual game itself. There's only like a month that they can actually optimize and fix the game, so I doubt there's going to be any significant changes in performance unless it ends up like Battlefield 4 again, which let's hope not. Well, anyway, I'm going to be showing. I got a lot of data from this FPS test, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to get a solid 60 FPS at 1080p, which is is higher than the PS4 and Xbox One. By the way, I'll be making a separate video on those two things, talking about the PS4 and Xbox One, because currently the PS4 is about high settings at 900p 60 FPS, and the Xbox One is high settings at 720p 60 FPS, which is whatever. I'll do a video on that later. But I just want to throw it out there. I will be discussing all the settings, a lot of things. Going to go really deep in the detail. This might be a kind of long video, longer than all my other FPS tests. And sorry if I'm talking pretty fast. I just have a lot of energy right now. I'm talking about some stuff. Yeah, obviously you can tell. Anyway, so I decided I did this testing at 1080p so you guys can see it. I'm just tell you guys the FPS frame rates on low, medium, high, ultra at 1080p. Now on low 1080p we got an average of 60 to 70 FPS. At medium 1080p, we got 45 to 55 FPS. High 1080p, this is all settings default high, by the way. High 1080p at 36 to 45 FPS, and at ultra 1080p, 30 FPS, no, 23 FPS to 30 FPS. I'm sorry, and ultra with no ambient occlusion at 1080p is 32 to 45, which still isn't good enough for me, and no anti-aliasing or ambient occlusion on ultra at 1080p. You get about 38 to 45, which is not enough for me in this game. Now, my personal settings for 1080p 60 FPS. This is at the Battle of Hoth because I wanted to find like the most intensive, most resource-intensive game mode I could find at during the beta. So the Battle of Hoth to me seemed like the most intense. I did a lot of different tests and stuff to find as high as I could, but still hit a good 60 FPS, a solid 60 FPS, not just hitting it every couple seconds. This should be a solid 60 FPS. If it's not, I probably might do some videos on how you can optimize your system as much as you can and get as much out of your card and CPU as you can. Now, this is the part y'all been waiting for: 1080p 60 FPS. This is for a rock solid 60 FPS at the Battle of Hoth. I have texture quality on high, texture filtering on medium, lighting quality medium, shadow quality medium, effects quality medium, post-processing medium, mesh quality medium, terrain quality medium, terrain ground medium, anti-aliasing is on FXAA low, and ambient occlusion is off. Now this setting should get you a solid 60 FPS. If you can find some more leeway on your system, then that's fine. This will give you like basically the minimum FPS you shall see at all, which I really found to be inside that the Rebel base. I really found to see FPS drops in there for some reason. I know a lot of people did also. I think that's just because it's part of the beta. I don't really think it's going to be in there during the final build, or at least it shouldn't be. Was about 45 FPS at the I rarely saw 45 FPS. Anything below 60 really was very rare for me, actually. This was just a very good way. This is a very graphically and intense game. It's very beautiful, actually. I really like how it looks. Even on medium settings, you're going to have one setting on high, but you can change it around if you want to, if you got some more headroom on your GPU, or you don't care that much. You can hit 30 FPS or something if you want like that. And, oh, by the way, this game uses a ton of RAM. So if you only have 4 gigabytes in your system, that's not going to be enough, because this game alone uses this is not even 1080p, uses 3.1 gigabytes alone. In between 720 and 1080, so 1080 could be even higher, and that's not even including your operating system and all other programs running in the background. This game takes up a lot of RAM compared to other games, so yeah, you're gonna need 8 gigabytes to be safe. 8 gigabytes is also the minimum system requirement for this game. So if you've been 8 gigabytes is starting to become the minimum standard for RAM now. So if you only have 4, you might need to get up some cash and put up another 4 gig in there, or just switch it all out altogether, put two 8 gigs in there, because the recommended system RAM is actually 16 gigabytes, which is a lot of RAM actually. But I guess that's starting to become the new 8 gigabytes. Back when even last year 8 gigabytes was future proof, and now I guess it's just what it is right now. But if you have 8 gigabytes, you're safe. If you have 6, that might be okay. If you have 4, you're gonna need more RAM than this, or else you're gonna be seeing some massive FPS drops in this game. So anyway, there you guys go. You have your settings. On Ultra, I really found it very strange when I was changing through the low, medium, high, Ultra settings, because I saw a dramatic change. I was monitoring my GPU and CPU loads, and the FPS didn't really change that much. I guess when I'm hitting low, I was expecting really higher frame rates, but I don't know. I guess it's because it's the beta, but we'll see when the game is finally released. But there you go. They have your full settings, 1080p, 60 FPS. So when the game comes out, you should get a rock solid 60 FPS. I was testing with these settings for hours when I was playing this game. So that's a perfect setting. I still find the game to be very good looking. It's gonna be on medium. Don't even worry on putting anything on low except anti-aliasing, and ambient occlusion is gonna be off, of course. But if you can get more headroom, if you can go 1080p, 30 FPS, then you can bump a lot of those. You can probably run the game maybe even on high with whatever. But that's really your opinion on how comfortable you feel with your frame rates and all that stuff. Me, I need a 1080p 60 FPS. If I take the resolution down to what the PS4 had, it looks kind of ugly actually. The pixels kind of bother me, I guess, and don't even get me started on 720p. But that's a conversation for a different story. I'm gonna be doing 2 separate videos. No, actually, I'm doing one more video comparing the Photon with solid 60 FPS to the PS4 and Xbox One running their settings, and see how the two compare up. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy. When the game comes out, give these settings a try, and if they don't work, then I guess they changed some things in the beta, from the beta. Well, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Tarban1234321 out.